Hello, and welcome to another episode of Aaron Plays Technic. I just wanted to show you this. You see random source blocks disappearing in this pool right here, pool of water, that the pump is hooked up to. From what I can tell, it takes a random source block that's connected, of whatever it's connected to. So I had to go through and make this all one block deep, so it's essentially an endless pool. The middle was deeper, and the thing, if it takes two blocks next to each other, or if it takes a source block that is more than one block deep, it will make a current, and it actually started draining this thing. So I went through with a bunch of dirt and I made it all one block deep. And it should be a big enough pool of water, since we're only feeding 3 engines right now, that since it takes the source blocks randomly, it shouldn't be a problem. Actually, it's been running for 30 or 45 minutes, and it hasn't been an issue, so I'm not going to worry about that. The refining operation has gone a little more quickly than I expected. I went ahead and popped another tank there, and I just rerouted the power. It looks like we're done. So let's switch those off. I made a spot for 2 more engines, but I haven't bothered to craft them yet. Basically, after the lava ran out, I put oil in each of them, and then I put fuel in each of them after that. So the fuel lasts way longer than the oil does, and way longer than the lava does too. So these two tanks are the same height as these two tanks. So I've probably used, I heard that each of these tank sections hold 16 buckets of liquid. So that looks like there's one, maybe two up there. So I've used either 14 or 12 units of liquid to refine both of those. So I'm going to switch these back on and fill up our tanks some more. Fill up the oil tanks here. I can't get up that way. We'll let the pump finish filling these up, and these shouldn't blow up since they're attached, so I'm not going to worry about those right now. Actually, you know what? I will go ahead and turn them off because I don't want it to pump into the refinery yet. So that actually went better than expected. I've done some reading. I made a list of things I want to do. I want to make some electric tools and a bat pack, and then eventually I'll probably need a lat pack because after using them for a while, the bat pack only stores so much energy. May need to make a charging station for it, and I definitely want to make a mining laser. I want to make some overclockers for the machines that process the ores down here. I didn't know that that's what those slots were for. I just happened to be, clicking around YouTube, and I saw somebody put overclockers in here, and it makes it a lot faster. So I figured I'd make about at least 2 per machine. I'm not sure if it works for the furnace. It does. So, and there's something else you can do. There's some other kind of upgrades you can do. I don't remember all of it. I also want to make some teleport pipes, and it takes 2 diamond gears and glass. You get 8 of them, and that should be enough. What I want to do is make 1 set conductive, 1 set for liquid, and then 1 set for items. So once I do that, I want to use the combustion engines when they're not running the refinery. I want to use them to run the quarry, which I have picked up because it finished, and I need to block off all that water down there, which I will do in just a moment. So I want to use the solar array only for our stuff inside the house, since we have those awesome combustion engines over there. I can use the conductive teleport pipe to pipe power over to the quarry. What else is on the list? I also want to split the cobble and dirt so that not all of it goes into the energy condenser, because I need to have some of that on hand. I like to macerate the cobblestone to make glass. And I mean, I guess I really don't have to because we have that the energy box, and I already had to get some glass to make more tanks. So I guess I don't have to do that, but um, I don't like to use this for everything. So what else? Anything else on the list? I think that's it. Um, I actually needed some more cobblestone because I want to go fix that thing. I did set up all of this right here, and just the random coal dust and stuff from the macerator comes here. You can see iron, copper, tin, whatever. I use a lot of gold to make some stuff, but there is quite a bit of it. And what I want to do is I'll probably turn all of this into blocks before I start the new quarry, and it's going to be a lot bigger, and I'm going to run it with a combustion engine, so it should be a lot faster. And I may pop those other two combustion engines that I made the spots for, so that so it'll work even faster. So these are filling up. Those pumps, it'll take them a while to get going. Once they do, they're going to fill up pretty quickly. And that thing goes all the way to bedrock, and there's a huge pool at the bottom, so that might, I don't know if it'll fill those tanks or not, but I guess we'll see. And I have no idea why I still have this turtle meat or what to do with it. I'm just going to stash it. So let's get some more cobblestone. I don't have any more dirt, but that's okay. And since we're not mining anything, and I have two bat boxes hooked up to all of this, I actually set this pipe up so that everything that is from the refinery goes through it. And then if I put something in there, like if I make some glass or some stone or brick, it'll come to this chest right here. So I am going to go ahead and cook up some glass and let that go. I had planned on making overclockers this episode, but I think I want to go down and check out downstairs. I don't have any wood. I'm very scatterbrained this morning. I took in a lot of information about all those electric tools and all of that stuff. So let's leave our redstone. I don't really need the chest, but it's not going to hurt to keep them. The thing I'm really interested in is the mining laser, because I don't think this is going to be enough room. So I'm going to leave it set up, and then probably either have to relocate at some point or just like expand a lot. So let me leave the tanks here. Let me leave that here. There's our quarry. See, I've got plenty of cobble and dirt. Okay. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I want to go. What I need to do is make sure that we didn't miss any diamond or whatever from the quarry, since it not dislodged. You know, it basically it made a big hole in the ground, and you know, you can see ores on the side. Well, at the bottom, you know, there could be diamonds since that thing went all the way to bedrock. So I want to go inspect that, see what's happening, and then maybe we'll find something, maybe not. See, where do I want to jump down? See, look at all that stuff that we can now see. And this is a 2-block strip between this big hole and that big hole. So let's take a dive. There's a horse. And this totally went through my my mine shafts, but that's okay. No big deal. And this water here was actually probably a good thing. Alright, we'll just let that drain for a moment. See, there's a bunch of nickelite that I can turn in for EMC right there. I never thought lapis was useful until this mod. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and kill this one too. And it's getting dark. So I don't know what happens. Let's say that you have put some machines down here and you don't realize that you put your quarry on top of them. I don't know what happens to those machines. I got to get rid of that. I don't know what happens to those machines when the quarry hits them. I don't know if it mines them or what it does. So I'm going to take a leap here. I'm just going to assume that that's deep enough, and it was. And then I'm gonna build over to that because that is one source block, and we just need to get rid of that, and then hopefully that's the last source block, and then we don't have to. Oh, I hate water current. It's really hard to tell, you know, what's a source block and what's not, since the water is every which way. It looks like there's another one over there in the corner. And I should have a mine shaft right here. I can just hop down into. I didn't actually mean to do that, but that's okay. It worked out. Alright, so there's some, looks like tin or silver. It's really hard to tell because it's low light, but there's definitely water over there. So let's go get rid of that and see what's happening at the bottom of this thing. And I'm going to wait until probably the next episode before I fire up the quarry, because I want to see how fast it really is. I believe it's much faster than the solar panel would be. Forgot you can't walk through water while eating anymore. Oh, well, alright. There that goes. Let me make sure I've got shift on. Did I miss another one? Hey, look at that. Diamond. That's exactly why I wanted to come down here, because I didn't want to miss out on any diamonds that we might find. So I'll go through and, you know, pick this clean. I don't know if I'm going to do it right now or not, but there's got to be something else down here too. The big question is, what do you do with a hole this big once you have mined it out? I mean, the easy solution would be to make it all one deep and make it water, and then mine out the floor of it, so it's just a big pool of water. But I don't know. So let me check my time, see if we have time to make some of those overclockers, and then we can see how much faster it makes the machines. Hold on a second, please. All right, that's 14 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what we need to make these things. Let me see if we have anything down here that we need. Nothing really, nothing to macerate or anything like that. So I'm going to gather up everything we need to make the overclockers, and then we'll make those, and then we will maybe compress some rubber and see how much faster that machine works with the overclockers versus without it. So I'm going to do that, and I'll meet you at the workbench. Okay, welcome back. there are two upgrades I want to do. There's the overclocker and there's the energy storage upgrade. They both basically just require circuits and batteries, except for the overclocker requires, what are they, coolant cells, which I just made a bunch of cells, but you know, if you remember, it's 410 right here. That gives you 16 of those. So I just made 16 for now, and I'm just gonna fill them up in my little endless infinite stream here. And let's do 6 because I think you need 3. I think you have to put them in the extractor or the compressor, one of the two. I don't remember which. So let's start with the extractor and see if it does anything. It does. And I'm going to look at the page on the thing right now. Yeah, it does go in the extractor. So we need all 6 of those. While that's working, we can do the energy storage upgrade because that only takes a circuit, battery, and wood. So let's do 2 of those. It's wood all along the top, and okay, 2 energy storage upgrades. And then this should be, oh, you can only do 1 at a time. Alright, I'll be right back on all these finish. Okay, actually, I'm only going to make 3 for now, and then we'll see how much faster the other ones go after we do the thing. So definitely, now that I know what I know and what I've learned, in the future, everything is going to be hooked up to a transport pipe. And it's going to go to a chest. So like things like this where they don't stack, they'll automatically get popped out of the extractor into a chest because it's kind of a pain to have to stand there and wait for it. So this goes like this, and that is the overclocker. So first thing let's do energy storage. I really don't know if you can see anything visibly there. Let's put these in here, and we'll put 1 in. And that is much faster. So I think it uses more power when you do the overclocker. Obviously, I mean, it takes more power to do things faster. So I think what I'm probably going to do is I'll just start off and I'm going to make about, I don't know, 15 or 16 of these. And I'm going to put 2 in each of the machines down there. That'll account for 10. And then I'll put 2 in each of these. Extractor especially because that thing takes a while to extract rubber. So let's make the other one, and then we'll go macerate something, and we'll see what happens. All right, so here's a macerator. Let's we'll just do some of this, and then we'll put those there. And I don't think that speeds it up any, but that definitely speeds it up. See, that's way faster, and I don't know what that's doing to the geothermal generator, but this is much faster than just the regular macerator. So I was gonna make a rotary macerator because those things are super fast, but if I can just make upgrades for this, then that's fine with me. Because you know, we want to do things faster. So I'm going to start out with 2 per machine, and then maybe add one at a time until I find out what kind of effect it has on our power supply. Because this up here is only being powered by the generator. All the machines downstairs go through 2 bat boxes, which one gets fed from solar and one gets fed from the geothermal. So basically this is a failover for the ones downstairs if it's not sunny or whatever. So, or if I just run out of energy. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, we've got some, oh man, I never did look up and see if those things only spawn near the taint or excuse me, or if they just randomly spawn if your V's is out of whack. I don't know. So after I'm done with this, I'm going to make the electric tools, and I don't think I'm going to do that during an episode because I think they're actually pretty basic. It's just I didn't know that they really existed other than the electric wrench. There's a chainsaw, there's an electric hoe, the diamond drill. I definitely want to make one of those. I will wait and make the mining laser during an episode because we're going to have to test that thing out because that's going to be pretty awesome. So let me take a couple more stacks of this glass to make tanks. I kind of wish I could put a battery in there and it would just give me a bunch of batteries. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. So I'm happy with the overclocker. That thing usually just barely moves across, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to get on that. I want to do that, and then next time I want to start the quarry, which will require making the conductive transport pipe or teleportation pipe or whatever it is. Before we go, let's see what's happening over at the refinery. See, our tanks are full. So I think I've still got a little bit of fuel left in these. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and turn this on, and I'll get the refinery going again until we at least fill up that tank. And then what I probably will do is put another couple of tanks right here so we can just store all the stuff right here, and then I can feed them into the engines when and if it's necessary. So basically I'll be using the same engines for refining as I will use for the quarry. And this pumps way faster than this refines, so that tank should stay full until the well runs dry. So I think that's a pretty good plan. We may have to just move on after this. Set up a chest somewhere else and use the teleportation pipes and just move everything. I also want to do the electric tree tap. I go through tree taps like they're going out of style. So that's another thing. I just saw those and it made me think of it. So anyway, I think that's going to do it for now. I got to scratch one thing off the list. Let me look at the list again. See, electric tools, I'm going to do that in between episodes, and I'll probably go ahead and redo the solar array also. I'm just going to move it kind of out of the way because the next quarry will probably go from this corner all the way over here and then up onto the hill, and it's gonna take out all of this. So after that, I can move it anywhere because it's wireless power. So what I'll probably do after that is get my chicken. What I'll probably do after we do this area here is move it over to that corner, and then I want to do one that's 64 by 64 just because I just want to do that since that's the biggest one you can make. So it's just one of those guy things, you know. You like to blow stuff up, you need more power, kind of like That guy on Home Improvement, what's his name? Tim the Toolman Taylor. So with that, I'm going to call it an episode. And I was hoping that was a jellyfish, but it's not. That's okay. Still need more slime balls. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.